Right now, we have a lot of news flow that's out there. So as a result, it's hard to get a gauge for what is the real and what is the new normal. Right now, I think you're in a situation where there's a lot of hysteria out there, some of it much deserved, but at the end of the day, the consumer still has a habitual process. They still get their coffee, they're still eating their meals, they're still going to places, whether it's as frequent or not. It's too early to say how long that's going to persist for.
Are you able to track traffic like week by week, or do kind of channel checks to get a sense of how much at least foot traffic might be down?
I don't have a good sense for that as of now.
Yeah, I can just imagine that since it's just beginning here, it's going to be some time before we know if we're going through a kind of V-shaped rebound or not. What is your price target on Starbucks? I mean, how would you look to this company to kind of weather this coronavirus outbreak?
When I initiated coverage a number of weeks ago, you had a whole different paradigm out there. We had yet to see a correction in the S&P. We had yet to see any adjustments on a stock-by-stock basis. So I have a $105 price target. That was based on a calendarized 2021 earnings estimate. Right now, I don't have a sense for what the short-term, intermediate, or longer-term algorithm is going to be for earnings on Starbucks or any of the other companies within my coverage universe, let alone the macro overall.
So you will adjust your numbers, but you have to wait until you have more clarity. Is that right?
Right now, we don't know if the fundamentals are going to change for companies. We don't know if the market multiple is going to change. We don't know how the investor sentiment is going to change. But at the end of the day, where I'm positioned is I still think Starbucks is a strong company that has long-term growth. It has solid unit-level economics. It has the ability to use some of their streamlined operations where they have a channel distribution business so people can still drink their coffee at home. They have an international presence that can offset some of the domestic business if there is a prolonged hiccup in the short-term results.
One more question for you. You today happened to kind of put out a note there looking at the different delivery models for a lot of the restaurant companies that you also do cover. Could that be a potential upside in the sense if people go, you know what, I better look to delivery to get my food to me. I don't want to go to a crowded restaurant. Who do you think might best capitalize on this kind of spark of interest in delivery from restaurants they might not have previously thought about?
I think we're not going to just look at it from a delivery standpoint. It's the entire off-premise business. You have a number of companies, whether they're the full-service restaurants, that are now seeing mid-teen percentages of their business going out of the door. So that's either picking food up or it's a delivery model. You have the limited service players, many of whom do 2/3 of their business through the drive-through, but they've also expanded on delivery as a potential driver. What we may see is we may see some shifts if this persists and people are afraid of being around people. But at the end of the day, America still will find a way to eat. We know that grocery stores right now have been seeing a little bit greater of a run in terms of traffic and stockpiling. But at the end of the day, even if consumers are staying home, even if consumers decide not to commute, there's still going to be either a need to go out and eat because you want to break up the hibernation, or there's going to be the need to bring food in so that the consumer is fed.
Yes, and they'll